Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. I'm so excited to be with you today and share with you the new Stampin Cut Emboss Machine from Stampin' Up. I've got my machine that I've taken out of the packaging, and I wanted to show you what you receive. There is this packet with the handle, and then there is this packet with the platforms and a quick start guide. So let me show you how I put the handle on. Okay, so the parts that should be in the little bag with your machine is the handle, a little cap so that it looks nice when you get done finishing assembling, a washer, and a screw, and of course they even give you the Allen wrench here so that you don't have to go look for another tool. So I am going to put this onto my handle, and you're going to notice there's a little D shape here, so you're going to have to line that up and slide that right on. Then the next step is the washer onto the screw. And I am going to lift this up so you can see it a little bit here. And I'm going to place that screw into the hole. And then I'm going to take my Allen wrench and start putting that screw in place. And of course, a long time ago, my sister-in-law told me righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So I'm going to the right. And I'm going to continue screwing with my Allen wrench until it's nice and snug. I'm going to turn this up so I can see how much progress I've made. I'm about all the way there. So the handle has started moving as I've snugged that up. There we go. And now I am ready to simply place the cap on it. And it does look like there's a little notch here that you need to line up so that it stays in place. There you go, nice and clean and simple. All right, on to the next step. I've got my quick start guide, and then I've got plate number 4 to plate number 3, since this is our cutting plate. They're all pretty and new. And then I've got this plate number 2 and our platform plate number 1. And I love the way Stampin' Up! Has given us clear steps for each way to use these plates with our different items. So in order to start, it's telling me that I can use whatever dies I'd like and other items with this machine. But of course you want to make sure that you're not forcing things, because that's always standard with any machine. You could damage it. And of course you need to be using our plates for the best results. And you want to use the standard plates with the standard machine, not the mini plates for our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Alright, so I've attached the handle, I've pulled down both sides, and I am ready to start. So I am going to start with my embossing folder. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use our cut and emboss for our embossing folders. I've got 2 embossing folders here. I've got a regular one, and then I've got the 3D folder. And so I'm going to look at my die cut plate. And it says here to insert the embossing folders, hinge first, so I want to make sure I'm doing that. For standard embossing folders, which are the regular ones, I'm going to use platform 1 and then 3. 3 are our clear pads, so that's easy to remember. I'm going to put 1 on the bottom, and then I've got a piece of Pool Party cardstock here in this Winter Snow embossing folder. And remember, we're going to put the hinge first, and then I'm going to put the second number 3 pad on the top of that, and I'm going to roll that through. Now I'm on my grid paper, so this is sliding around a little bit. There we go. And let me show you the end result here. This is so much fun to try new things. A beautifully embossed, nice, deep, and rich snowflake panel. So that's the Winter Snow embossing folder. This is the regular. And now we're going to try the 3D folder. And right here it says using with 3D embossing folders. We're going to use the number 1 and number 4. So I'm going to set the number 1 panel down. I'm going to bring in my embossing folder, and I'm going to lay this cardstock on the top and hinge first. So I'm going to lay that on the platform, and then it told me to use number 4, so I'm going to lay that on top, and we're going to roll this through. There we go, a little tight because it's brand new, but it goes through no problem. And so I'm going to take my panel out of the 3D embossing folder and show it to you. Wow, that tree really pops. I'm getting a much deeper image with the Stampin' Cut Emboss Machine. I hope you can see that. It's simply gorgeous. I'm going to be using the Stitch So Sweetly dies for this. I'm going to use this lovely little frame that has this stitched edging on it. And I'm going to use the Stampin' Cut Emboss Machine. So I am going to look at my platform and I am going to find what I need to use. I'm using the thin dies, so I know that I need platform 1, 2, and then the cutting plates, which is number 3. So let me set that up. I'm going to put 1 down first and then number 2, and I love the fact that these have the numbers here on the corners for us. And then I need, according to the picture, I need number 3 laid down. And yes, these are new platforms, so I am going to be cutting into them. And we have got the sentiment and the die. You want to make sure your cutting is down, and I'm going to line that up the way I want it. There we go. I'm going to bring in number 3 for the top sandwich, set that on the top, and now I'm ready to run it through the Stampin' Cut. So smooth. This is absolutely wonderful. I'm just loving this machine. And we've got a beautifully cut sentiment. So there you go, just a sneak peek on how the machine works and the different sandwiches for using your embossing folders and our dies. I think you're going to really love this Stampin' Cut Emboss Machine. It's so nice and compact, and I love the fact that all the plates that you need come with it, and then it folds up and has a wonderfully small footprint for our crafting area and for crafting on the go. If you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Jini. Thanks for joining me.